to that is their finish techniques. Are they ripping off the block, right? So we're teaching, how we're pursuing the football, right? How are we finishing on the ball carrier, right? Again, that's where all that stuff, your finish is going to show up if your foundation's right. Your alignment, your assignment, your key, right? Once you got those down, I can execute my technique, right? And then I can be able to finish and make the play on the ball, right? So everything we install, okay, I'm going through alignment, assignment, key. Alignment, assignment, key, alignment, assignment, key, right? And then we're showing them the technique, right? And then the finish techniques is what we can get done on the field in an individual period, right? The reason why I'm going over this is as we install these run fits, this is exactly how I'm going to teach our players on how they need to execute these fits, right? Where they're either at, where they're aligned at, are they doing all that for success to be able to make plays within this particular defense, okay? All right, so let's get into the nuts and bolts of it, okay? So mid-front, okay, obviously it's been, time tested, been a big part of this program for a long time. It's been a big part of my background for a long time now, okay? Why do you want to run mid-front, okay? Now, the fortunate thing for us at the University of Alabama, we're able to recruit some of the best D linemen in the country. We're very elite up there, right? Okay, so within mid-front, okay, our 3-down dominant defensive linemen, okay, have presence over those 5 blockers on the O-line. So we're having 3 D linemen take up 5 linebackers, right? Playing the techniques that we'll talk about here in a second, okay? So either on zone scheme runs, right, how they're scooping, how they're slipping on the offensive line, how their combos work, they have to respect, okay, the 3-down lineman, which allows your backers off the ball to be able to scrape free and fit off the ball, okay? So that was our next point, okay? So if the guard climbs down, right, so you guys seen this a million times, right? Guard doesn't stay on his double, doesn't stay on his combo, he climbs up to the backer, right? And the D-line ends up making the play, right? So again, those 3 are eating up those 5, allowing us to be able to scrape and be free, okay? The beauty of mid-front, right, because of the open gaps, which we'll show here in a sec, okay, we are able now to simplify our run fits, right? Okay, the 4-eye has the B gap, the nose has the A gap on the backside of the zone, okay? Our 2 backers are playing A and C in everything that we do, okay? So as we get different formation multiples, we're able to stay consistent in our fits, okay? And we're not compromising our run fit or taking somebody from the roof to be able to add into the fit because our things stay consistent in the box, okay? All right, so take a look at our mid-front, okay? Just from a box perspective, okay? We're gonna have an end nose tackle on the line of scrimmage, right? This is a 3-down concept, right? So those are those 3 D linemen that are taking up the 5 blockers, right? Okay, so our 4 eyes, right, on both sides, mirror defense, they're playing a react attack mindset, right? They're gonna keep the screws of the tackle and relate into the tackle and react on his movement, right? They are E-gap responsible, okay? Our nose in the middle of the field here, okay? So our nose is going to play a react attack mindset. He's going to step with his hands, bring the screws to the center, right? He's going to be able to react and then attack and strike the 2-gap hand placement. He's going to play on the back side of the zone block. Okay, we got a couple gap scheme things that we'll talk about as it comes up on film. Okay, but now if you take a look at it, okay, we got a B-gap defender, A-gap, right, and B-gap defender there. All right. So where that leaves the backers, they are A-gap or C-gap based off flow, okay? Now, we don't say you have this A gap, you have this C gap, you have the open gaps off the D line. It's either going to be in the A gap or the C based off the zone, right? Okay, so if we take a look at this picture, if they ran zone here to the left of the defense, he's going to stack and fall back, look at the A gap fit, he's going to stack and fall back, he's going to be in the C gap fit. And based on whatever coverage concept we got outside with our star, he's fit the C, we have a jack, and it ends up being a +1 on the quarterback, okay? So we're all gapped out, simple fits, we're able to stay consistent in the different formations that we see. Now, we'll adjust it to 3x1s as it comes up, as we go through it, okay? But as you can see, very simple, right? Guys can play their techniques, guys can play confident and be able to strip off the ball, okay, and eat up some of these blocks, okay? All right, so let's talk about our first concept, how we fit our first run, okay? So most offenses start in the inside zone. But I will tell you, in this particular defense, we don't see a lot of inside zone, right? Offensive coordinators don't want to go bang their head against the 3-down lineman playing 4-eye, 0-4-eye. Okay, what's great about it is you don't have direct runs right down the middle of the formation, right? You're getting the ball to bubble and spill, you're getting the ball carrier sideways, right? So that's where we feel strong and confident, right, that this could be a great call for us through the day, okay? All right, so one of the first techniques I'm going to install with the linebackers is stack trap fallback, okay? So play side backer, backside linebacker, we have back and money on there, okay? All I'm going to speak on is either play side or backside, right? Okay, so we're getting the zone scheme to the right side of the defense here, right? Okay, so our two backers here they're going to near foot with the flow of the back, okay? So what I tell them the key is we're going to bright light the running back, we're going to dim light the offensive line. Bright light the running back, dim light the offensive line. I got to be able to see both, right? Okay, so my primary key is going to be the back, my secondary key is going to be the offensive line, right? And I'm going to be able to step the flow as I see through the back and under key through the back, through the offensive line, right? So as these guys get inside zone, vertical combos working up, right? Okay, they're going to work near foot to the right. So it's just a step of place, 6-inch step of place, gaining ground to the line of scrimmage, playing patient. Again, we have 3 blockers or 3 defensive linemen that are eating up to 5 blockers, so they don't have to just rip off in their gap. Okay? So when this combo climbs, right, we're going to fall back to our primary A, we're going to fall back to our primary C. Okay? I got a video here in a sec. But that's how we're going to fit this thing. That's how they find their open A, that's how they find their open C. Okay, so take a look here. Here's how I drill it, okay? It's like my first day here, right? So like, here's your Alabama shirt, okay? Here's the practice plan, go figure it out. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna install stack track fallback with our linebackers, right? So I got 5 bags here that are simulating the offensive line, right? I got a manager with the running back, okay? And then I got 2 30 linebackers, right? That are right line the back and dim lighting the offensive line, okay? So real simple drill here, okay? We're getting the zone here to the right, okay? As you can see, they're gonna near foot with flow, okay? And then the backer on the right to the play side, he steps to the right and falls back to his primary A, right? The backer on the left, the backside backer, is gonna stack the nose and then fall back to his primary C, right? Okay? So as we're working, okay, and they're trying to zone combo up, we're in the A gap, and they're never accounting for the free hitter here to the front side. Because we're not just ripping our front side A, we're drawing the double team out, so they're climbing to me, and here comes the star who's in a run pass conflict showing up, and we're buying time for him to fit. You feel me? Okay? So when this team comes out, we're working A gap, and then we're working back to our C gap. Okay? So real simple deal, okay? Near foot to our right. Okay, we shouldn't be crossing over. Everything should be near foot, step, reach step, okay, gather step, coming all back, okay, square to the meter, we're playing the inside zone from there. Okay, real simple drill, we'll kind of get rolling through it, okay, so here's what it looks like live, okay, so again, we're getting inside zone, okay, I'm saying it's inside zone because the shoulders of the running back. The shoulders of the running back never turn to the line of scrimmage, right? They're staying square. So we should stay square as linebackers. So both backers are near foot, okay? They're stacking their 4-eye, they're stacking their nose, okay? As you can see, 17, okay? He's near foot to the right, he's primary A. As you can see, our nose is cutting the play off, okay? He can fall back, okay? Number 30 here on the left side of the screen, the backside linebacker, he's near footing, right? He's letting the 4-eye work for him. It's going to wind back, right? We got primary C, primary A, and then here's our +1 on the quarterback, and now we got them outnumbered, okay, off the zone read RPO stuff. Okay, real simple concept there, right? Okay, here take a look at an NFL clip, same deal, right? I got 30-30 back, right? Okay, we're probably going to get the zone to the right. I'm gonna near foot, stack my forearm. I'm gonna near foot, stack my nose. When this thing winds back, right, I'm tracking the pound back to my primary A. I'm tracking back to my primary C, right? I got an edge defender and a +1 here in the fit. Okay, not exactly mint 4, okay, but the same fits in the box. Okay, so you can see the backer on the right, near foot, he's playing the A. 51 sitting in the nest here, okay? He's near foot, falling back to a C, unblocked. Okay, again, you got those 3 guys on the line of scrimmage that are taking up those 5 blockers. Okay? So that's stack track fall back there, okay? All right, now, the next run fit that I'll install with these guys, just make sure I'm on time, okay? The next, what we see more so is they don't want to run inside zone at us, they want to stretch the play. They want to run wide zone, they want to run outside zone, right? Okay, so we're going to be a little more aggressive to the play side, right? So we call this enter and skate, right? So all the same initial footwork, right? 2 by 2, I'm going to be a 30 backer, right? I'm going to near foot with flow, right? But where it's different of just falling back to my A, if I see wide zone, lateral shoulders by the running back, I'm going to near foot and go. I'm going to gut this play right now and set the fence. You go with that? You'll see it here on tape in a second. Okay, so near foot, set the fence through my A gap. Okay, as you can see, the gaps are going to change with the offensive line's movement, right? One of 2 things is going to happen. This back is going to pump the brakes, work on back, so we're just working our skate footwork on the backside, staying square, we're collecting it back to our primary C, just the fits that I just told you, right? Or the back's going to say, hey, screw that, I'm going to bubble, great. Okay, he's running sideways, he's going left to right, he's gaining more yards to the sideline than he is up the field, right? We got fitters outside, and we're defining this guy's path right now, right? Everybody knows wide zone isn't designed just to go outside, right? It's supposed to get horizontal displacement and then gut the defense, right? We're going to cut it off right there in the A-gap, okay? So here's a look at me drilling, okay? So I'll do that stack track fallback drill, right? And then I'll widen out the back. What am I simulating here? The gaps widen, right? That's all I'm doing, right? So I kicked out the 2 inner bags, I spread them out, okay? There's my A, right? And there's my C on this back side of that bag right there, right? Okay, so we're getting the wide zone to the left of the defense, right? So my left backer, right? To the top of the screen, to near foot, and cut it, okay? He's the inner backer. The backer on the backside, he's the skate player, so he should play lateral and just collect this guy as this thing winds back, okay? So that's what it looks like, simple drill there, okay? Here's what it looks like on tape, okay? This just happened last practice, okay? This guy right here, right? We're in our mid alignment, right? 0, 4 eye, there's my edge defender, there's our safety, okay? There's my skate player right there. This is a half line drill, right? We talked about the 7 modes of learning. This is one of those group periods that we can teach them these techniques, right? So here's enter and escape, watching the play side back right here off the wide zone. Look at the path of the back, wide zone, okay, he near foot. I don't like him crossing over right now, okay, he should near foot, reach gather, but as you can see off the combo, he's setting the fence right now, right? Okay, now, again, I don't want to make tackle all that, it's not necessarily realistic on the backside, but that's what we're looking for on wide zone, right? So what are the issues when you install a front, install a fit, right? Well, we're really good against inside zone. They're probably going to attack us with outside zone, right? So what's your answer, right? We're going to go gut the thing right now. So the backside back here should just be lateral. Again, don't like the footwork, needs to be a little more patient, but we understand the concept of gut this thing right now, okay? All right. Okay, here's a look at it in a live game, right? So 30-30 backer, right? Outside zone is probably going to go to the right of the screen here, right? So number 10 ends up being the enter. Number 8 ends up being the skate. Okay, so number 10, near foot, and go gut it right now. Set the fence for the rest of the defense. So this dude has to make a decision. Am I going to hang off his nose, or am I going to climb out? Well, if I climb out, this dude's cutting off the play, right? If I stay on him, he's cutting off the play. He has to make a decision, right? Okay, so here's our enter. There's our skate back on the backside, number 8 there, right? The left inside backer. Boom, he's just going to collect it, and we got the ball stone at the line of scrimmage. Okay, so that's what we call enter and escape. So stack track fallback versus inside zone, enter and escape versus outside zone. Okay? All right, here's the clip in the NFL, right? 230 backers, right? Okay, take a look at the pass to the back, front line to back, then line the offensive line. All wide flow, right? Everything about this play tells you wide flow. The guard giving you his rib cage, the running back giving you his rib cage, 48 on the front side, he's my enter backer, near foot, oh, go gut the play right now. That center has to make a decision. Am I coming off, or the nose should cut off the play, right? Because if they try to slip this up to the backer, that guy got to get cut off, right? Again, those three guys are taking up those 5 offensive linemen, right? Allowing us to be able to gut the play on the backside, number 45, the left-hand side back there. He's staying lateral, he's escaping the pass to the back, okay? And we got the play fit exactly where we needed to be, okay? So there's our enter and escape. So we see those schemes predominantly inside zone, outside zone, right? Okay? And let's talk about spill overlap, okay? This would be kind of the third fit, right? Okay? That we'll probably major in, okay, is first gap schemes, okay? Real simple, we take all the same alignments, it's still the same gap responsibilities, up front, 4 eye, 0, 4 eye, we're just playing our mid front, playing react attack, okay? Playing with our feet first up front, then coming out with our hips and our hands, okay? Now as our backwards again, we're gonna right line the back, then like the offensive line height, so if we step here, this guard confirm my read, okay, so I should be plussing over, right? Okay, on the front side, right, still did line the back, okay? Or sorry, right line the back, did line the offensive line, right? He's stepping, I'm picking up the guard pull, right? I'm coming in, front side backer is gonna spill, right? Back side backer is going to overlap. Okay, so again, in both of these plays that are attacking off the ball, okay, we're able to get the ball going sideways, right? They're not going to run this thing down the middle. Now, here's the other beauty of it for all you O-line coaches, for all you D-line coaches, right? No O-line coach wants a single block to the point of attack, especially with our guys, right? That's a stress point on them right there, right? And we'll talk about 3x1s here in a sec. Okay, but just looking at this picture, this isn't a good picture for them. They don't want to run at that 4 eye because it's a single block at the point of attack. If you're a power team, you look at that 3, you guys can combo it and try to knock him back to the linebacker, right? You can't do that in this front, right? Okay, so we got a single block there where it's still an overlap. Okay, so take a look at a couple clips of practice, right? Not exactly 30-30, we got a little tag on this thing, but the concept stays true. Number 10 is on the front side of the gap scheme, so he's going to go there and spill it, right? Now how I teach the spill, right? I know he's bringing his left shoulder. I'm going to try to hit it as thick as I can and as deep as I can, right? Okay, with square demeanor, 2 gap hand placement. My outside eye should be on his inside eye. Boom, striking, half placement inside, and we'll be able to secondary gap back out. Okay? That will get the ball in the bubble. Number 8 should collect over the top. There we go. Okay, so 10, boom, he's going to spill, we're going to overlap with 8. There's the concept of that spill overlap, right? Okay, same deal here, right? 36 is going to be on the front side of the play here. 32 is going to be able to climb over the top. So boom, again, want to hit it a little thicker, 2 gap hand placement, outside eye on his inside eye with 32 tracking over the top. There to make the play. So again, as we get this thing to spill, overlap, we still have a fitting safety off the C area off number 2. They back here comes the corner, but as you can see, we got numbers on this play. Okay? So again, like we talked about, we're doing a little heavy call here, it's not a big deal. But again, we have a single block with our mid front at the point of attack. Okay? So 92 there, right? Whooping butt, right? He's doing a good job there. Boom, allows the backers both to scrape over. We're there, and not playing for us. Okay, easy deal, right? Okay, so what most teams are going to do, again, you got to find the issues of how teams are going to attack you, right? So most teams, if you're going to live in mid, they're going to get in 3x1s. They're going to get 3x1s. I'll talk about the issues in a sec, right, and how we are able to combat them, okay? But all we're doing now with 3x1, right? So 2x2, we said we are A or C off flow, right? A or C off flow, okay? Well, a 3x1, they just define our gaps for us, okay? So we're still 4 eye, 0, 4 eye, right? Okay, so B gap responsibility, nose is A gap on the backside of the zone, right? The boundary before I is the B gap, okay? Now we're gonna bump our alignments over to 50-0, okay? 50-0. Now, we are C gap responsible, and we are A gap off the nose responsible. They just told us where we're going to fit, simple as that. And we're working all the same footwork that we're doing on stack track fallback, on enter and skate, and on spill overlap. So it's consistent, okay, from scheme to scheme, formation to formation, right? So if they just ran the zone, right, okay, again, we would have a jack, we would have a star. Again, I'm just emphasizing the box fits here, right? Okay, we're still working the A gap off the nose, right? Okay, we're still working the C gap off the 4i. So if it's inside zone, I'm just stacking, tracking, and falling back. That's it. It's all the same stuff, right? I'm just doing it from the 0 alignment, and I'm doing it from the 50 alignment. It's all the same deal, right? If they wanted to get out here and run 5 zone, right? I'm your foot, and I will enter right now from my gate or my primary C gap, set the fence, let that thing wind back, let that backside backwards collector. We're just doing those same techniques with the C gap mindset and an A gap mindset. All good there? Any questions on that? Okay? If we get a gap scheme, right? Same deal. If they want to run power and all that stuff, we have front adjustments, all that. Okay? We would still end up getting, we would still end up getting a spill at the point of attack and an overlap on the backside. Again, they just define the gaps for us. Good there? Okay, all right, now, how do we combat the 3x1s that we're going to see in front, right? Is we will now tilt our front that way, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we have a slide adjustment. We'll say slide left or slide right if they create a 3x1 with a C area player, right? So C area player means he's either in the C area, either on the ball or off the ball, okay? We're going to slide our front that way, right? They're putting their bodies over there, we're going to put our bodies over there, right? Okay? Again, the fits stay exactly the same. I just told you 2x2 is A or C, 3x1, they just define your A gap, your C gap. That's it, right? Okay, so we still bump our alignments, and all our fits, we're tilting our D line strong that way, and we're good to go. Okay, so there's a slide adjustment there, right? So this is a 3x1. You got 1, 2, 3 receivers there, right? We're 4, right? We're going to say slide left here. Okay, so as you can see, number 10 working it up there. Okay, I have the A, I have the C, right? Okay, and now in this particular clip, we're going to ask this linebacker here to be a little more aggressive in that C gap. We talk about denting the C gap. Okay, so if they run the down play here, right? Okay, boom, he should dent it, right? Get 2 gap hand placement, hit it thick, get that ball to the bubble, right? So our star can fit and possibly we can add one on a stack track ball back to the front side. Okay, so you can see we slid left, zone's going to the right. You can see 10 playing his primary A, stacking the A, be ready to fall back. Okay, number 8 is trying to dent the C. Okay, my body, his body, somebody, okay, has to cancel that C. Okay, and so it's just zone read with an RPO throw, but you can see how we're fitting up front. Okay, now same thing, 3x1, right? Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 receivers, right? Okay, tied into the C area. We're going to slide the front. There we go. Okay, we can either play it in a shade, we can play it in a tilt, whatever you guys feel most comfortable for you guys. Our D-line coach, Coach Roach, loves playing them in a tilt. Okay, so we cut the play off. Right now, so here, okay, we get the gap scheme, right? It's the same thing. Pull, pull, pull for 10, right? See, right lights the back, in lights the offensive line, pull, pull. He should spill it, right? He's in the seam, we got a star and free hitter outside. Okay? We take a look there. So again, we're just tilting our techniques that way, right? And again, when you got a probably top 5 draft pick here at the point of attack, good luck. Good luck. Okay? You're going to try to win that at the point of attack. Your cats are better than your cats. Okay? So primary, secondary, come on out. Okay, we got good anchor points from there. Okay? Alright. So, all that's cool. We play a bunch of stuff in these concepts, right? Okay? And I was talking to a lot of coaches last night, talking to a lot of coaches over my career, and it's, how do you get all this stuff in? Right? How do you get all this stuff in? Right? I mean, we're installing 15, 20 calls a day, right? Okay? Right, wrong, or indifferent, right? But how do you build your package? Well, it's same as, same as, right? Okay, so this first concept I'm gonna go over is how to build off your mid front, right? Okay, so we have a strike principle, right? We're either bringing a field strike or a boundary strike, right? This is in what you guys might know as a creeper, okay? As a creeper. A creeper for us can be a run stunt. A creeper for us can be a pass rush field on third down, right? In this particular picture, it is a run stunt, right? So this is a strike principle where we're bringing the start from the field. He's activating on a bullet path, right? We're sliding the offense or the defensive line from the field to the boundary, right? And we're playing a 3D principle from there, right? Okay. What I want to emphasize is this isn't mid front. To start the down, isn't it? No, it's 4 down, it's field declaration. We're saying tight left, strike left, right? Our guys are slanting. But at the end of the day, all that's becoming is what? 4-eye, 0 left, 4-eye. What did we just build right there? We just built mid, right? So I'm not installing new fits for our linebackers, right? I'm installing what they've already done, showing the offense something different pre-snap and get a little more aggressive in our front, right? So as we take a look, this is a field strike. We're building mid front from a 4-down presentation, right? So again, I'm not here to install, okay, field strike. I'm here to show you how we build that mid front, right? Or we can show 4 down and get to an odd structure, okay, and some different calls, right? So real simple, from the wide shot here, field strike principle, the star's gonna roll off to the field. We're playing 3D with rip list principles behind it, right? All that's cool, okay? So as you take a look, okay, in the box, all we're doing, again, is building mid, okay? All right, so he's slanting. He's essentially slanting into the big gap. He's your 4-eye. He's slanting to the face of the center, right? On the backside of the zone, he's the 4-eye. He's working the rib cage of the tackle. He's building a 4-eye, right? So we got our anchor points where we want, right? And then in a 3x1 based off the distribution, I have A, I have C. There's the fits that we just talked about, okay? So everything ends up being exactly the same, okay? So again, we're trying to cut the ball off, right, with the defensive line. We're going to get this thing to wind back, just like we do in mid, right? We got our backers fitting A and C from there, okay? Same deal, right? Going an RPL out to the left, okay? But as you can see in the box, that's how we're trying to fit it, okay? Here it is again, okay? Field strike principle, right? It's going to be a tight left, a strike left, bring the start, he's activated, but again, in the box, all we're doing is building mid. Okay, so 98, the left free technique, he's working, okay, to the face of the center. He goes, wait, I'm now a 0 lag, or a 0 nose plane lag, right? My left end here, right, he's basically slanting to a 4-eye. 44 is stepping out to a 4-eye. And then again, it's 3x1. They define the gap for me. It's A and C fit for 32 and 37. Okay, real simple. Okay, another look here, okay, 2x2, it doesn't matter, right? We got a field strike principle, tight right, strike right, okay? We're slanting the D-line from the field to the boundary, okay? All right, same deal, okay? So again, 50, my right 3 technique, right? Or they're playing from the hedge line here, right? But he's still related to the center goes away, right? And now I'm playing that line technique, okay? Essentially, I'm just getting there post-snap. Now, if he were to come to him, he would cross his face, and there's your lag from there, right? So how do you build your techniques? How do you create multiples within your defense and make it all same as for your kids? Okay? All right? Now, same deal. How do you build off a field strike principle if you bring a boundary strike principle, right? So, as you go through this, right, we're going to now set the front to the boundary. We're going to bring a strike coming from the boundary to the field. And everything that you guys just saw, we are slanting to the right, to the left now. Okay, in this particular picture. Again, we're building mid-front from a 4-down presentation. Okay, so real simple here from the wide shot. Okay, we're now a creeper, right? So we're bringing somebody traditionally not ID'd by the box into the fit. We're dropping a guy that is traditionally ID'd in the box, and we're dropping him, right? We're playing 3D with rip list principles from there. Okay, all right. So again, I'm not trying to teach you that right now. I'm just trying to show you how we're building our package. Okay, so boundary safety is rolling off. He ends up working. We're slanting the mid. Okay, and we're playing a 400 3D. Okay, rip list principle match coverage, okay? But again, this is all RPOs, okay? So again, as we work, how are we building our in front now? Okay, he should be set up to a 4-eye. He's on the face of the center. There's my lad. And he's working off the hip of the tackle. He's my 4-eye. There's my activated in-fit safety, right? And we're working A and C from there. Okay? Real simple, right? And then our star in front usually has C at. Well, now our star just became our in. And he's doing it from on the ball. So the fit stays the same for those inside backers, right? So this would be tight right, okay, strike right, and we're bringing our pressures from there. You could build these edge creepers any way you want. You can do it off the bat, you can do it from the field, you can do it away from the tight end, you can do it to the tight end based on whatever game plan tendencies that you have, right? But how do you build those calls? We could build all those calls in one day. That's 6 calls. It may look a lot on the install sheet, but to us, it's just concepts that they've known for the last couple of weeks. Okay? All right. So, what are the issues in mid-front? Okay? So, again, try to identify what you're good at, where you're strong at, and then how to put out the fires when an offense is going to try to create leverage through numbers and formations, through motions, whatever it may be, right? So, the things that you got to work, and I learned this from, a few years ago when I got into all this stuff, okay, is these are the plays that you need to be able to rep and be able to show to your players, right? Because these are the runs that are going to show up. And there's going to be a point where your guys are going to be able to stack track fall back off the inside zone in their sleep, right? They're going to recognize outside zone, they're going to be able to enter and escape in their sleep, right? How are you doing it up front with the things that the offense are actually going to attack you with, right? Well, one of the first plays that we see, okay, is they're going to create a 3-by-1, right? They're going to work a down play, right? Okay, so going back to, let me get you to this 3-by-1 deal, right? So they're going to create a 3-by-1, right? They're going to find the C area issue, right? Because we don't have a presence immediately in the C area, right? Okay, and they're going to run the down play on us, right? So it's going to be a down zone, right? They're going to be, everything's going to be basically gapped down, right? Working the combos up, right? And they're going to try to get some vertical movement on the defensive line in the C area at that main point of attack, right? So how are you handling that, right? How are you going to handle that within your scheme? What are you going to do? So we talked about our slide adjustment right here. We also have a fade adjustment where now he moves. This is just slide with now the end working into a 5 technique. We're basically just building it under front. So now we've solved the C area issue by putting a guy there, right? Are we going to do that right off the rip? Base teaching? No, but as the run starts showing up, we'll start activating that, right? Again, all that's cool, right? And now we're just now playing the V gap, that plays that linebacker, and it's just one backfield gap as we all know, right? So that's how we're handling that C area issue, right? Okay, so now, one of the next ones that we see, okay, is counter, right? So we get back to that drawing, okay? So in counter, what they're gonna do is they want you to slide the front. They want you to slide the front. So like I talked about earlier, men's great when we're playing a 4-eye at the point of attack, right? Okay, that's great. But they said, hey, we're gonna run this game plan, we're gonna run the down play at the C area. If they slide it, we're gonna check it, we're gonna run counter back into the 3 technique, right? Okay, so from here, they're gonna go great angles to the backside linebacker, right? They're gonna be able to displace that 3 technique, right? Okay, get a block back on the shade, right? They're gonna be able to pull this thing out, and do you have a great edge, right? We have a jack out here that sends the edge, but we don't have a single block now at the point of attack, right? Okay, so how do you handle that, right? How do you handle that? Okay, so there's a couple things. We'll say, hey, in this particular, they're a counter team, let's not slide the front versus 4 strong. Okay, we're going to keep the 4-eye back, right? We're going to create the single blocks to the point of attack. That's one option you can do, right? You can bring your field strength principle, right? You can show the 4 down and then get back out to mid there, right? Create your mid post snap, right? Those are a couple answers that we come up with as coaches of finding the issue runs that show up in mid front, okay? So what are your answers, right? How are you going to be able to drill? How are you going to be able to show it to your kids, okay? Right? And then the last issue we see is, okay, or not the last issue, but one of the main runs that you got to be able to fit is they start arcing the 4-eye, right? They start reading them, right? Okay, so talking to some guys last night about it. Let me get back to this 2x2 pictures so I can draw it up. Okay, sorry. Come on, there you go. All right, so they're going to arc the 4-eye, right? So you saw them enter the skate clip, right? They're going to go here. They're just going to run their zone combos up, right? Working back up. They're going to arc the 4-eye and make a decision, right? Okay, they're going to read him, okay? So now, instead of cutting off the play, they're reading him, this thing can hit downhill more often, right? Okay, so we got to coach that through. If we were just seeing this on day one, our 4-eye would end up being the high piece off the quarterback, right? And then the backer, as he bright lights the back, then lights the offensive line, he gets that open window, he should get downhill right now, okay, and be able to take the dive off the read. Okay, that's the first thing we would just coach our guys without trying to game plan our offense, right? So we get an open window, backer goes, 4 eyes get red, if he's going to stop his feet, certain player, he's going to be the white piece on the quarterback. All good there, okay? Now, what you can do is, I was again talking to some guys over my career, talking to some of my guys last night, right? Mid front, you might leave this thing, I'm running that, I'm ready to run through that wall for mid front. You might leave this talk doing that today, okay? But you cannot just live in this front all day long, okay? Because now the offensive line knows where you're at, they can work their combos, they can be a little sure. The great thing about 3-down defense is you have the ability to bring field overhang, strong side linebacker, weak side linebacker, and then weak side overhang. You have those 4 multiples to bring, right? So one of the things that we do to discourage some of these zone read art teams is we just start bringing plugs to the side of that. Right? So when they want to arc that dude's running through right now, right? And so again, this is not something you would do day one, okay? But all we're doing now is we're just changing the gap responsibilities. We said A and C there, but now he's B taking off the guard, he's going to a C gap, he's now playing the B gap, he's now playing the C gap, nothing changed on the front side, right? But we put some indecision on the offense about, hey, we can arc this 4-eye. Well, no, you can't, because they can't handle that, okay, if they're going to stay within that scheme, right? Again, I'm not trying to pendulum offensive guys in here. That's just how we handle, different runs that we're going to see. We know this, we have these answers for it, okay, and then what can you get executed with your kids, okay? All right, so as we kind of finish this thing up, wait one time, okay? So there's the issue runs, okay? Again, it's all about sunshine and rainbows and mid-front. You're not going to go in there and stop every single run play out there. How are you solving some of these issue runs? What are your answers, okay? All right, appreciate you guys coming here. Love to leave some time for questions if you guys have it. And then you got my contact info here. You're more than welcome to come by. Indy, check us out. Okay, we're going to do some fundamental stuff. We got some situational stuff in the scrimmage, okay? We've got a lot of our basic